Hello, everybody. We're going to look at the other type of opening bid that partner might make and how you respond to that. Here we go. So the other type of opening bid that partner might make is that they might open one heart or one spade. So last week we looked at an opening bid of a minor suit, one club or one diamond. And this week we're going to look at the opening bid of a major suit, which would be a one heart or one spade opening bid. Remember that partner promises at least 12 high card points and at least 5 cards in the major. Remember that the rank order of suits, which is only important in the bidding, okay? It's only important when you're bidding. Clubs is the lowest, then diamonds, hearts, spades, and then no trump. Now remember that rank order. In playing and scoring, hearts and majors are for equal value. It doesn't matter whether you play in hearts with hearts as trumps or spades as trumps. Diamonds and clubs are of equal value. So once you have found a major fit in one of the majors, that doesn't matter if you have a fit in the other major. It's just as good whether it's hearts or spades. Okay, so from last week, how many high card points do you need to respond after partner has opened the bidding? Just 6. And you're always looking at, do we have enough high card points between our two hands in order to try for that game level, which remember we get the big bonus for that. So if we are trying to play game in a major suit, we need around 25 or 26 high card points between our two hands and a fit. Fit, 8 cards in one suit between your two hands. If we don't have a fit in hearts or spades, we're going to think about no trump. Our last choice is always the minors. We really don't like the big game in the minor suits. You look at your hand, you have at least 12 high card points. If so, you're going to open a major. And once a major suit has been opened by your partner, then responder, the partner of the opening bidder, only needs 6 high card points to bid. You have 6 high card points you're going to bid. And the first thing you're going to look for is, do I have a fit, 3 or more cards in the suit that partner opened? When partner opens a major, the first thing that you are looking for is, do I have a fit in this major? If you do, you're going to bid the same suit that partner opened, almost always. And the level at which you bid describes the high card points in your hand. So if you raise to the 2 level, you're showing 6 to 9 high card points. If you raise to the 3 level, you're showing 10 to 12. And you're promising a fit, remember that. This is just like we looked at in the minor suits. If you have 13 or more, you're going to bid a new suit, come back and raise partner. It's your second opportunity. It's hard for me with new players to describe why you need to do that. So trust me, we have other bids that you'll learn down the road. And if you have 13 or more high card points and a fit with partner's major, you don't raise immediately. You bid a new suit and then come back and raise at a later time. Now think about what's going to happen if you raise partner immediately. Once you have found a major fit, you both know you're going to play with that major suit as trumps, right? So the first thing that opener is going to do when you raise is they're going to add your points together. You're going to look at their hand, see how many points they have, and look at the amount that you promised. And they're going to decide, do we have enough for game to bid game, bid at the 4 level and get that 300 point bonus, or do we stay low and safe? So let's think about how that works. Let's suppose that opener had 18 high card points. 18, wow. And you raise to the 2 level. He knows you have 6, 7, 8, or 9. Well, if he adds 18 and 9, you have enough for game. 18 and 8, you have enough for game, right? He's adding the points together to see, should we be in game? If he thinks you have enough for game, he's going to bid 4. He's going to bid game. If he thinks you couldn't possibly have enough for game, he's just going to pass 2. or 3, whatever you bid. If he thinks it's close and you only raise to 2, what he can do is bid 3. It could go like 1 spade, 2 spades, 6 to 9. If I bid 3 spades, that's kind of like, partner, we're close. I'm not sure. Are you at 8 or 9 or just 6 or 7? He's going to let you make the decision. The first thing that opener is going to do if you raise their major immediately is they're going to do the math. Do we have enough for game? Partner promised 5 cards when he opens, so you only need 3 to have a fit. You need to remember that. You have your 6 points. Partner opened either 1 heart or 1 spade, and you don't have a fit. You don't have enough cards in partner's major. Well, what you want to think about is, could we have a fit in the unbid major? If partner opened 1 heart and you have 4 or no heart fit and 4 or more spades and at least 6 points, you can bid 1 spade. That's really easy, right? 1 heart, 1 spade. We get to stay at the 1 level. We're low. And I can tell partner, what about spades, partner? But look what happens when partner bids opens 1 spade and you have hearts. Because of that rank order of suits, we'd have to go to the 2 level, wouldn't we? I don't know if you remember, but last week we talked about this briefly. If you bid a new suit at the 2 level, you promise 10 high card points at least. And when you bid hearts, you always are going to have at least 5. So what happens is sometimes you'll have hearts, partner will open a spade, but you won't have a hand that's strong enough to tell partner about your hearts. You'll end up having to do something else, which we'll talk about in just a minute. You don't like that. It feels uncomfortable. You want to let partner know you've got hearts, but unless you have 10 high card points as well, you can't make that bid, or shouldn't make that bid. You can always do whatever you feel like doing, right? You don't get thrown out of the game if you make the wrong bid, but you should not, because partner's trusting you to always have 10 high card points when you bid a new suit at the 2 level. Remember, you've got them the rest of the day, right? You want to keep partner happy. So I don't have a fit in the major that partner opened. It's not possible to have a fit in the other major, or I can't tell you about it. Am I balanced? If I'm balanced, good news. It's exactly the same way that you would bid after a minor. With 6 to 10, you bid 1 no trump. With 11 or 12, you bid 2 no trump. With 13 or 15, 2 15, you bid 3 no trump. Nothing about that changed. Remember, when you bid no trump or you raise, what's partner going to do? They're going to do the math. Bid a new suit, they're going to bid 1 more time at least and let you know something else about their hand. Don't have a fit. I don't have the unbid major. Can't bid no trump. Minors? Well, again, whether partner opened 1 heart or 1 spade, if we'd like to bid a minor suit, we must bid at the 2 level. And to do so, we must have 10 high card points. Often what happens is you're unable to bid at the 2 level because you don't have the number of high card points you need to have, 10. You don't have at least 10 high card points. You have 6 to 9. You can't raise the major. You're not balanced. Can't bid the other major. You just have to bid 1 no trump, whether you're balanced or unbalanced. Feels uncomfortable. You really don't like doing that. You feel like partner's going to think I'm balanced. Well, 2 things. 1, every bridge player in the world is faced with the same problem. They know that when partner opens a major, and sometimes even when they open a minor, that they're kind of trapped. They don't have enough points to bid at the 2 level. They must bid 1 no trump. Balanced hands occur much more often in terms of percentages than unbalanced hands. Very possible that partner is balanced. So never assume when partner bids 1 no trump that they are not a balanced hand. They almost always are. Just be aware that occasionally, because of their strength, they must bid a no trump even if they're not balanced. After your partner opens the bidding and you respond, they're going to make a second bid. And partner's second bid is always focused on the desire to score the most points every hand, and it drives their decision about their second bid, which is called a rebid. Okay? When responder raises opener's major, it limits his hand to a specific range of high card points, just like we were talking about earlier. So it's easy to decide most of the time if you hold enough high card points for game. They're just going to do the math, right? Raise to the 2 level shows 6 to 9, to the 3 level shows 10 to 12. They're going to add your points to theirs and decide we have enough for game, we don't, or we're really close. When responder bid no trump, so I opened the bidding in a major, you bid no trump, you limited your hand. You limited your hand to a specific range of points. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the math. I'm going to take the number of points that you told me you had when you bid no trump. If we have enough for game, I'm going to bid game. If we don't have enough for game, I'm going to probably pass if I'm also balanced. If I think it's close, I'm going to make some type of bid that says, hey, it's close. All right, so let's go to responding after partner has opened in a major suit. We're on pages 29 and 30. Notice that on page 29, the opening bid was 1 heart. On page 30, the opening bid was 1 spade. Work with your table to review the hands and determine your responding bid. Everybody work together. Note your answers on the charts. Okay. Remember, your priority is majors, no trump minors, always. Do the math. Think about how many points partner told you. Look at the length in your major and minor suits. And you can use that chart on page 28 if needed. I'll just give you a little bit of a warning. I've got one that's a little bit tricky in here. Remember that when you raise immediately, partner is going to do the math. They're going to see if we have enough for game or not, or maybe. And that's how they're going to be thinking about the hand when you raise immediately. So good luck. Have fun with it, and I'll be back with you to review. Here we go. Let's see how we did. On hand 1, partner opened a heart. We have 6 high card points. Do we have a fit? Yes. So our bid, 2 hearts. Partner, I have 6 to 9 points and at least 3 of your hearts. And 2, I have 11 high card points. Do I have a fit in hearts? No, I don't. Am I balanced? No, I'm not balanced. Can I bid the other major? No, I don't have 4 spades. I can't bid spades. Okay, I'll bid 2 clubs, a new suit at the 2 level, promising, generally speaking, 5 clubs, 5 or more clubs, and 10 high card points. Number 3, I have 12 high card points. Do I have a fit? Yes. So my bid, 3 hearts. I have to bid 3 hearts to let partner know I have a hand within 10 to 12 points. Did anybody bid no trump here? Sometimes people want to bid no trump because the hand is so balanced. You're 4, 3, 3, 3. Remember, if you bid no trump, partner does not know you have a heart. As a matter of fact, they think you don't, and they could pass. You might never get to show your heart bid. So you need to let partner know that you have a fit for their suit. You need to raise. Number 4, my card points is 11. Do I have a fit? No. Do I have 4 spades? No, can't bid spades. Am I balanced? Yes. So I would bid 2 no trump. Partner, I have 11 or 12 high card points, a balanced hand, no fit in hearts, and do not have 4 spades. Think about all the pieces about your hand that you told partner by bidding that 2 no trump. Number 5, I have 11 high card points. Do I have a fit? Oh, yes, I do. What did y'all bid on this one? If you bid 3 hearts, I get it. You have a heart fit, you have 10 to 12 high card points, that's your priority. But let me ask you something. If partner passed and y'all just played 3 hearts, you didn't try for that game bonus, how would you feel about this hand? Wouldn't you think that you had a possibility to win a lot of tricks with hearts as trumps? Then you have 10 trumps between your 2 hands, right? You have that singleton. You have a really good second suit. That spade suit is a really good suit. I think the chances of being able to win 10 or more tricks are pretty high. So what you might think about doing is bidding 1 spade and then going back and raising hearts later, letting partner know that you think that you had a game forcing hand in hearts, that you were too strong to just bid 3 hearts. It's a little tricky. I don't want you to think I've kind of snuck something in on you that I didn't prepare you for. But what I want you to see is there's other things that you can consider, especially when you're playing in suit contracts, that make your hand better. Things on this hand are those really good spades, that second suit with those honors in it, the fact that you have 10 trumps instead of just 8. The singleton diamond means once the diamond is gone, you can trump with maybe that 3 or 4 of hearts. And you have a doubleton in clubs, which might be valuable as well. So if you said 3 hearts, I totally get it. It said you had 10 to 12. It said you had a heart fit, and that's fine. But what I want you to do on these kinds of hands that are, we call them shapely, hands that have singletons, hands that have second suits, hands that have extra trump leads, take a second look at those and see if you feel like you're accurately describing the real strength of your hand. Okay? All right, number 6. We have 9 high card points. We're going to bid. Do we have a fit? No, we don't. Do I have 4 of the unbid major? I do. So I would bid 1 spade. Throwing at least 4 spades and at least 6 points. Okay, any questions on those? Go to the next page. Partner opened a spade on this. I have 6 points. Do I have a fit? Yes. What would I bid? 2 spades. Partner, I have 6 to 9 points and at least 3 of your spades. Number 8. I have 11 high card points. Do I have a fit? No, I don't. Can I bid the unbid major? Well, no, I only have 1 of those, right? What about no trump? Not balanced. But I can bid 2 clubs, showing at least 10 points and at least 5 clubs. Number 9. I have 12 high card points. Do I have a fit? Yes, I have 3 spades. So I need to bid 3 spades and acknowledge to partner that I have a fit with 10 to 12 points. Remember, if you bid no trump, partner is not required to bid again, so you might miss your spade bid. Number 10. Oh, I have 5 points. Doesn't matter whether I have a fit or not. Doesn't matter whether I'm balanced or not. I have to pass. Number 11. I have 11 high card points. Do I have a fit? Oh, I do. Yes, I do. So what would we bid? Well, you might have picked 3 spades because you do have 10 to 12 points and a spade fit. This is just like after partner had opened a heart. Remember that partner can pass. I have a second suit that's pretty good. We have 10 trumps between our 2 hands. I have a singleton. Think about bidding 2 hearts, letting partner know. All you're telling partner at that point is I have at least 10 points and at least 5 hearts. Then what happens when you come back to your second bid and you bid game in spades, they're going to recognize, oh, he had always had a spade fit. He just had a hand that was too good to raise immediately. I know that's tricky, y'all, but I wanted you to start understanding things that make your hand more valuable than just your high card points. And number 12, I have 9. Do I have a fit? No. I do have that nice 5-card heart suit, don't I? But guess what? I don't have 10 points, do I? So what I have to do is I have to bid 1 no trump. I don't have enough high card points to bid hearts at the 2 level. But boy, do I want to. But I can't. I can't. All right. How'd y'all do? Good? Hope so. We're going to talk just a minute about those second bids by opener and responder, because we haven't really had a chance to go into any depth on those, and I'm not going to do it now. I'm just going to leave you with some thoughts as you start to practice by playing hands. You're going to be bidding and playing some hands. I want to give you just a few guidelines about where you might look for those second bids, because I know it's hard when you're just starting out. So we talked about openers rebid, their second bid after partner had raised, right? Then they just do the math. When partner bid no trump, they were balanced. You just do the math. But you're not always balanced. So you need to know, do you know where you want to play? Do you know that you want to play no trump? Or do you know that you want to play with your suit as trump? That influences your bid. Do you know yet how high you want to contract for? Do you know if you have enough for game, or are you still trying to figure that out? Are you still searching? So if you've discovered a major fit between your hands, you know where you're playing, don't we? We're playing with that suit as trump. If not, is it possible we could have a fit in the unbid major? Maybe we should explore that. If I don't think that we could possibly have a fit in the unbid major, what about no trump? Is no trump an option? And the last choice, oh, minors. And have you found out if responder and you have enough high card points per game? Has anybody, have you limited your hand, both of you, to a specific range of points, or is it still wide open? Remember, you need 25 or 26 high card points per game in a major or no trump, but 28 or 29 per game in a minor. It's almost always right, if you have a minor fit, to explore if no trump is possible. Get more points. You don't need as many high card points. And did responder limit the number of high card point he holds? Remember, he limits his hand when he raises and when he bids no trump. If he has not raised your major or bid no trump, he has not limited his high card points. And then how strong is your hand? What you want to think about, here's a little chart gives it to you. For opener, a weak hand is considered like 12 to 15 high card points. A medium hand is that 15 to 18. And we consider 18 or more a really good hand, a strong hand. For responder, that's a little bit different, because they could have 6 to respond, right? So weak is 6 to 10, invitational is 10 to 12, strong is 13 or more. Notice that some of these point ranges overlap. Like over here on the opener side, 15 is a minimum, but it's also a medium. How can that be? Why is it 15 just 15? Well, remember that hand we looked at where you're going to raise partner, and you had 5 trumps, a second suit, a singleton. That's when those things that might make your hand better come into play. If you have 15, look at it. Do I have any of those things? Do I have more trumps? Do I have a shortness? Do I have another good suit? Do I have a lot of 8s and 9s and 10s? Those kinds of things make your hand better. So strength, high card points, and distribution, length and shortness of suits. Purity are when your high card points are concentrated in your long suits, and any high card points in short suits are high honors. So like ace king together, ace queen together, that's better. Those combinations of cards can help you build tricks. Texture, eights, nines, tens. Sometimes I'll look at a hand and I only have, 12 or 13 points. I think, hey, I'm going to recount that. This looks like a really good hand. It's because I've got a lot of texture. So when it's close, when you know where you're going to play and you know how many high card points partner holds, do the math. If you know you have enough for game, bid game. He who knows goes. You know where and how high, you just do it. You just go to game. If you're still thinking about it, whether we should be in a major suit, no trump, or a minor suit, the bidding can become more complicated. And it depends on whether you and partner do not hold the values for game, then you want to stay low and safe. If you think you might, then you want to make some kind of forcing bid to discover more information. Opener responder can make a forcing bid. It requires the partner bid one more time. Tells partner that you might have enough for game. And it asks your partner to tell you more. You can't learn everything about these bids. I probably have given you more information that you want, but I want you to understand that the auction is not just an opening bid and a response. There's going to be more communication that goes on that you'll learn as you go along. So, opener rebids, not rebids. Opener second bid is an unbid suit, but he bids a level higher than he has to. That shows 18 or more high card points. It's called a jump shift. You have to bid again. So that would be like, I'm opener, I open a spade, and you bid a no trump, and I bid 3 clubs. Well, I could have bid 2, but instead I bid 3. That's a jump shift. And there's a strong bid, but not forcing. If I even just bid a new suit, if I bid 1 spade and you bid 1 no trump and I bid 2 clubs, that's not forcing, but I could have as much as 17. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. Now, the good news, responder, a new suit at the lowest level is forcing. Doesn't limit the number of high card points he has, so it's forcing. Let's walk through a hand real quick, and then I'm going to turn you loose and let you just play. So, opener bid a club, so we know they have at least 3 clubs, at least 12 points. Are they limited? Nope. Responder bid a spade. They have at least 4 spades and at least 6 points. They limited? No, remember it's 6 or more. So now let's look at these second bids. Neither partner to this point is limited the high card points they hold, so they can't do the math with any certainty. So let's look at an opener. So opener needs to be thinking, do we have enough high card points for game? I would need 18 or more for us to have enough for game. I don't have that. I only have that 15-point hand, right? But we have a fit in spades. And 15, I could either bid 2 spades or 3 spades. Is this a good hand for partner or a bad hand? Well, I think it's a really good one. I only have 4 trumps, so I know we have 8. But I have a singleton. I have a really good second suit. Those are really good clubs. I have an ace of diamonds. I have some 10s and 9s. So I'm not going to just bid 2 spades. I'm going to bid 3 spades. I'm going to bid a level higher than I have to let partner know I've got a pretty good hand for you. So when I rebid and jump a level, when I'm raising partner, I say, do you think we can make game? I think we're really close. Now responder, he's going to be saying, well, here's my hand. Need around 26 points per game. I have 11. Partner just told me they had 15 or more, something like 15 to 18. 15 and 11, that's 26. That's enough for game. 4 spades. He who knows goes. Opener could not go to game. He wasn't sure, but responder can. He knows they have enough for game. All right. So you got your hands. You're going to practice opening a major and responding with your partner. Think about your priority of contracts. Think about your strength. Try to think of a good rebid. I know that all of that's kind of swirling around in your head right now, but think about what your second bid might be. Have fun with it. I hope you have a really good time. Next week, we're going to talk about some ways to win more tricks. So that'll be a lot of fun.